Hey everyone, so in this particular video, I want to introduce you to a package basically that is going to help you so much in text pre-processing. So basically, let's say you are given a piece of text. Let's say there is a sentence. Let's say there's a text and this says hi, comma, I, or let's say just I am, let's say another comma, student, and then have it 1 2 3, and then some, let's say there's special symbols and all, and then finally there are some spaces, and then finally you have your closing what to say, or mark. What this package is going to do is it is going to take, as the name suggests, clean text. It's going to take this particular text and it is going to clean it. You can see there's so many problems here. First of all, it's going to do a lot of things. The first thing is going to do is going to put everything in the lower case. So this is going to become, this capital I is going to become small I, and rest everything is going to be there. And it's all the things that are there is going to convert in the lower text. So obviously whatever is not text, that will not be there. It also has the ability to remove punctuation marks. So what are these punctuation marks? These comma, or let's say if there is a full stop here, then that also can be removed. So removing full stops. So basically all the text processing that we do can be done in one single function. So what else? Removing numbers. Let's say we are not interested in having numbers in our sentences, so removing numbers. Okay, removing let's say extra spaces, removing punctuations, not only full stop but also punctuations. Now removing extra spaces or white spaces. So see, you can see that there are so many benefits. All of these things can be written in code. Removing stop words. What are stop words? Stop words are words basically that do not add a lot to the meaning of the sentence because they are so repetitive, which basically means the words like and other things will be removed. And finally you'll get a clean text. I am student. Okay, so all the the problems like these stop words, these numbers, these special symbols, these extra spaces, these punctuations, these uppercase letters, all of them will be dealt using one single line. Okay, so let's move to the documentation. Obviously the link of this will be there in the description. I also have some code to share with you, so don't worry, we will be looking into that as well. So it's called Cleantext and the version is 0.6.0. Basically installation is there and we will see, don't worry, it's going to be very simple. Basically pip install, and you can see over here what are the things it can do. Okay, there are so many things. It can fix Unicode, we don't generally need it. To ASCII, don't generally need it. To lower, now this is something you obviously understood. So here I was in capital. If you want to write it to lower, otherwise in Python what you have to do, you have to say txt dot lower. Here you don't have to give this argument, you just say lower equal to true. Here I'll show you where you have to do lower equal to true. And in fact, as the default parameter, lower is already equal to true, which means you don't even have to do that. It will automatically make lower all the words and alphabets in lower. No line breaks. Generally we don't need it because we already have ways to remove the line breaks. If you don't want URLs in your text, let's say you have a text, it's in hi, let's say you have a text txt, let's say 2, it says hi, datum at the rate let's say gmail.com, then how are you? It's a simple text, right? Hi, datum at the rate gmail.com, how are you? So basically this is some name. But when you say clean text, you pass in txt2 and then you say remove URLs equal to true, this line will convert into, sorry, it will become small h, and this entire thing will go, then comma, how are you? So you have removed a URL. Now here it might be useful, but in most of the cases URLs are not very useful. That's why you can remove it. So it says remove URLs equal to false, but if you say remove URL equal to true over here, remove URLs equal to true, URLs will be removed. Other than that, you don't want phone numbers, the phone numbers will also be removed. No numbers, no digits. So let's say you have a digit over here. Now there is also one more thing. So if you replace the digit, you replace it with what? Let's say you have this sentence over here. Let's say you have this sentence 1 2 3. Generally they will be just replaced with 0 0 0 instead of 1 2 3, because default, because if you see a digit, it will just replace it with 0. But what if you don't want 0, you just want to completely remove it? You will remove the 0 from here and then only have open close brackets. Okay, so replace with what? You said here you don't want digits, fine, but what if you want, if you want to remove digits, how you are going to replace it? So you are going to replace it by either 0, which generally we don't want. We will just remove this 0 and replace it with blank strings. Okay, most importantly, punctuation marks. Do you want punctuation marks? You see over here I had some commas. You can also have a full stop. So in the final string over here I don't have commas or full stop, so I have to say remove punctuation, or rather no punctuation is equals to true. Okay, and you can remove the punctuation and replace it with a open close bracket, which is nothing, null. So let's get back and try to see a example. So basically what you do is, first you have to install it using pip install. Okay, so you can go over here, you can go to the top and then just click over here, you will get it copied. Okay, so don't worry, all this code and the links are going to be in the description. So what you do, you import clean text, import clean from there. Okay, so let's have a prompt. Okay, so this is our example sentence. You can see there are a lot of spaces here. There is a lot of space. Now one space is required, one space here, again required, but here there is more than one space. And again there at the end we have also have spaces. So what you can do is, you can just give it to the clean function. You can see the extra spaces have been removed, not only from the finish and from the start, but also from the center here. You can see the spaces have been removed. So this is one thing. Okay, so what you did, you basically said over here, you can see in the default it says, okay, so there is no what to say, your function or let's say parameter for spaces. So basically it does it all by its own. So that's even better, I would say. Okay, so you have that. Now secondly, let's say you don't want to convert the string to lower, right? Because this is the problem. You see over here the T was capital and here the T has become small. So what is the way to do it? Very, very simple. You just go over here and say, instead of lower equal to true, you change it to lower equal to false. Over here you see lower equal to false, and when you hit shift and enter by giving the same prompt one, you see the capital T is intact over here. So here we had a capital T which was in which is basically capital. Again you see over here it was capital, it has not been changed, but here that it was changed. Now what change you had to do, you just said lower equal to false instead of the default lower equal to true. Okay, now let's say you have a digit. Okay, here you have a digit. So if you just put clean, it will not do anything. Why? Because remove digit over here is false. You can see over here remove digits equal to false. So if I have to remove the digit, I have to say no digit equal to true. Okay, so if I do that, I can see that digit 1 has been converted to 0. Now I had said this, digit 1 gets converted to 0. But what if you don't want the digits? You want to completely replace them. So with no digits equal to true already there, you have to say replace with a digit equal to open close bracket, which I had explained over here. Replace with a digit, instead of this 0, you just remove this 0 and then only have open close bracket. So once you do that, you can see over here this 0 will be removed, so this is simple example will stay. Okay, so from this is one simple example over here, what finally you get is this is simple example. Now let's look at punctuations. Okay, so let's say this is our sentence, we are here comma trying some decent code examples, and then you have an exclamation mark at the end. So you have this as your prompt 3. So if you say clean prompt 3 and don't really specify anything, you see the punctuations are intact. Okay, this the capital letter has gone into small letter, but again the punctuations are still there. So in order to get the punctuations removed, what you say is, you say no punct is equals to, instead of false over here, you say no punct equal to true. So when you say no punct equal to true over here, as you can see over here, no punct equal to true, the comma and the exclamation marks are gone. You see this comma is gone and here the exclamation mark is gone. So you can see there are so many things. You can also remove URLs, you can use you can remove emails, you can use remove so many things. Okay, so I think instead of URL I told you, so this is basically an email, not a URL. Okay, but the logic is same. This is an email and not a URL. So URL can be google.com. let's say google.com. You see URL, this will be removed. Okay, but again the idea is the same. There's nothing different over here. Okay, so I hope you like the video, and you can use this basically in your code. Okay, so I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and bye.